Hi, my name is Saenz. I'm going to be doing a speech today on how to work effectively in a group. Functional and dysfunctional. There's two types of members in a group, both functional and dysfunctional. The two types of people in the group, deciding who is which, that's very important. You want to do this as soon as possible. You want as many functional people in the group rather than dysfunctional, for obvious reasons. Functional members add ideas and stay on topic. That's very important when trying to get this task done, trying to get it done as fast as possible, as well as you can. You want to have functional members who are there to work hard and get this thing done. Dysfunctional members are distracting. They take away from, when you're working in a group setting, they take away from the ideas. They're talking about things that have nothing to do with what you're trying to work on. They're talking about what they want for lunch tomorrow. These are the kind of members you don't want in the group. These are the kind of members that you're going to have one-on-ones with, talk with, tell them what they need to do, and kind of walk them through the entire process. Task assigning. This is very important. Know the group members you are working with. Assign tasks according to the skill set of each member. So you want to make sure that when you assign a task, you assign it to someone who can do the best they can in that task. So you want to know people's backgrounds, know what they're good at, what they like to do, what they do on their free time, stuff they can be really passionate towards, and try and find the task that is most like them and fits best into their life, so that way they can give you the best outcome possible. Do your best to keep members engaged by having them do things they enjoy. That goes right along with what I was just saying. You want to make sure that these members enjoy what they're that will make them more passionate. That will make a better outcome of what you're trying to get out of them. Diversity. This is very important for many different reasons. Adds new thoughts into a group. So the more diverse a group is, the more different kinds of thoughts, different ideas come up, different arguments come up. You want arguments when working in a group setting. The more arguments, the better. You want people challenging each other. You want people having to explain what they meant by what they were saying. This helps broaden the horizons of the group. This helps so many different types of things. Too many like minds think alike. That's saying when you have too much of a certain demographic, too much of a certain type of person, then too much of their thoughts will be alike. If you have people who have grown up together and they're the same everything, then they're just going to think alike and their ideas aren't going to be any different. So you want to be able to see different points of views. So you want to have men, women, tall, small, older, younger. You want as many demographics as possible in a group, so that way as many different ideas are thrown into a pot, and that way you can have maybe a mix of everyone's idea in there. The views of a different demographics are being represented in each thought. So that says that when you have a group with so much different demographic, you don't have to assume what a young 22-year-old woman would want to do with whatever product you're working with. You don't have to assume that, because you're going to have a young 22-year-old woman in the room telling you what you want to have done. That's why diversity is such an important part when having a group. You want to make sure that, and so, how I said some of these members are going to be dysfunctional, there's actually some sort of dysfunction that can help, because it tells you more about that demographic, tells you more about certain things of that type of idea. Communication. This is the most important part of working in a group, by far. Getting to know each member on the interpersonal level. That's not just about getting up, going to work, how they work, their work ethic. That's not has nothing to do with that. Interpersonal level is what they like to do, who they are, where they grew up at, what their passion is. You want to know as many things as possible about a person, and you want to have an interpersonal relationship with someone, so that way they feel more obligated to work harder for you. They feel like, this isn't just my boss, this isn't just the group I'm in, this is someone who truly cares about me. Having good discussions with team members for maximizing productivity. So when you're discussing what you want to have done, when you're having this discussion with the group, the functional members will be adding ideas, throwing ideas in there, excuse me, and doing things of that sort. But the dysfunctional members, however, they're not going to be doing that. They're going to be taking away from, they're going to be ignoring what people are doing. This is when your job as the leader of the group is to grab the dysfunctional member, pull him aside, and tell them that they need to input their ideas, that their ideas are important, that what they say is important. dysfunctional members at the end of the day just want to feel like they're needed and wanted. Keeping group conversations focused on task at hand is very important. That goes right along with what I was just saying. When you see the discussion going off tracks, going off the wrong way, it's when you stop it and bring it back on. You don't want to get too far off topic because then it's going to be too hard to come back on topic. The more you stay on topic, the better the discussion will be in the long run. This is important when you're trying to get the most out of each member because you want to hear each member's thoughts, and each member's not going to get to explain their thoughts if the topic is so far in right field. And this is what I've thought and found to be very effective when working in a group, and I hope you can implement it into your own life when working in a group. Thank you.